you can take. Can't resistance, gonna watch them fall. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin.
Three weeks remain until the Grand Slam in Madison Square Garden, and we still are very much in a bleak position here tonight on Millennium 47. I'm Bradley James at your service for this evening as we get set for the next steps going into the Grand Slam. And with just one more Millennium after tonight remaining until the end of the year, it is not looking any better than where we were a week ago. But tonight, the Millennium brand pushes on, and we push on further on to Grand Slam week as we get set for a major night of action right here tonight on Millennium. And seasons are, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting it off with Lioness Tag Team action. As former Lioness Tag Team champions, the Determinants, Ellie Williams and Clementine make their way out to the ring. For those that have been following these two over the past year, it has definitely not been the best year for the Determinants. They have definitely, although the entire tag team scene has more or less been trying to shift itself in a way, the Determinants, in one way or another, have basically been at a very minor edge in a sense, considering where they have been over the past year. But tonight, with just only a few weeks remaining, can they make an impact going into the Grand Slam as they face off against the current tag team champions in Ruby Rose and Weiss Schnee of Team RWBY right here tonight in this opening contest? Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but we have 1 hour of a night up against tonight, as in the main event, Orochi clan member Geese will be facing off against Jax Briggs of Triple M tonight. And that will be your main event of the evening, right here on Millennium. But as you can see right now, the Determinants, both Ellie and Clementine, are both looking ready to go right here in this opening contest. Here come the current reigning and defending Lioness Tag Team Champions, who at this moment in time do not currently have a defense in mind for the Grand Slam at this point in time. But both Ruby Rose and Weiss Schnee have made it apparent that they are looking out for anyone to defend those belts against. And for Team RWBY especially, it is most certainly a big evening for the Lioness division, and especially for Team RWBY, as all members of Team RWBY will be involved on Grand Slam week, as Yang Xiaolong will face off against Salizer on the pre-shows at our first ever 0-hour pre-show. Hopefully the tag team champions will defend, and Blake Belladonna will be a part of the gauntlet match for the Solar Star Championship. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, setting it up right here and now for your opening contest right here. It's the Determinants versus Ruby Rose and Weiss Schnee of Team RWBY. As I've been saying here, ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely not for the best of years for the Determinants. 2018 was definitely a good year for the Determinants as they became Lioness Tag Team Champions immediately after they made their debut right here at ACL. Not only that, they also managed to defend it up against several established members of the tag team division, including former champions the Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers Max and Chloe. But ever since losing the belts, belts, but ever since they lost those belts to the Anarchy Sisters last year, it's definitely been a little bit of a slow burn for the Determinants moving forward. But can this provide, can this night, can this match in particular provide a little bit of an edge for the Determinants going into Grand Slam season? Because I've been saying this throughout the past few weeks, and it bears repeating here and now. Every single impact, every single win, every single match is important. Because every single time you step within those ropes, every single time you put on your boots, every time you put yourself forward this close to December, and within the month of December and leading up to it, that is where the biggest of impacts are made, and that is where you make yourself apparent that you want to be seen on this card. You want to be seen on this night. Right now, Ellie and Clem need to focus themselves, but as you can see right now, Ellie could be in a spot of trouble right here, and she's getting a complete mud hole stuffed right in her, and it's getting completely stomped down by both RWBY and Weiss, and now RWBY setting Weiss up and heels right into her abs, right there. And wait a minute, roll up by Ellie, Clem distracting at the worst possible time. Clem distracting the referee at the worst possible time, with Ellie making a roll-up attempt right there and now. And Spatbuster right there by Ellie Williams. And now Ellie looking over at Weiss now, staring her down, and wait a minute, Ellie Irish whipping. No! Hard hitting clothesline right here. And spear right there onto Weiss. Spear onto Weiss Schnee just like that. And now Ellie making the tag, looking to make the tag. Tag has been made to Clementine. And now wait a minute, Irish whipping her off to the ropes, and now wait a minute. Double arm drag right there, right onto Weiss, and oh god, Clem sending Weiss onto the outside, just like that. Jesus H. Christ. As you are seeing right now, Weiss has definitely come a major long way over the past year. Because when she was initially brought in as a supposed third member of Team RWBY at that time, because remember, earlier this year, Blake and Yang were still trying to recover from the fact that they still did not have RWBY on their side for the most part. And now look at what she has come such a long way since the beginning of the year when she was brought in. This year, for all intents and purposes, may as well be the resurgence and the rebirth of Team RWBY here at ACL. Because over the past year, you have Yang Xiaolong start off the year as Lioness champion. Now they are all four members of Team RWBY can call themselves tag team champions at one point or another within the realms of Team RWBY. And now, realistically, they could walk out of Grand Slam week all with big wins. Like I said, Yang Xiaolong will be facing off against SRW Satellizer as a preview match for January's Heroes Paradise 2, which is a conjoint event between ACL and Scarlet Roar Wrestling. So that will be happening in our off-season period this year. So this year, while we may be on a bit of a hiatus in terms of making regular content, no matter what happens at the end of the night on the Grand Slam, because we all know how much the big stakes are going to be happening on that night, no matter what happens, we will be producing off-season content this year, which will include that, as well as a few additional things that we're going to be looking forward to making later on in the year. And that will all be coming on in our off-season period leading up to April's draft for the third annual 2020 draft. For the third annual draft in 2020 to start off season to start off Season 5. But nevertheless, as we're seeing right now, Clem's coming back with those strikes right here. And not only that, oh, and a dropkick right to the head. And Clem looking to put Weiss down, but wait a minute, no, Weiss reversing it with a hard punch to the head. And the icebreaker kicks right there onto Clem, but no, Clem telegraphing that last hit. And now Ellie Williams is back into the fray. And Ellie, oh! Going buck wild right on to Weiss right here. And now Irish whipping her off to the ropes now. And now just taunting away. And now, wait a minute, Irish whip by Weiss, sending her off into the ropes now. Wait a minute. Oh no, what on earth is Weiss got in store for Ellie? I mean, we've seen her do this many times in the past. Tonight could once again be another one of those nights. Here she comes, she's setting it up right here. She's about to go coast to coast. Weiss Schnee once again putting caution to the wind, going coast to flippin' coast right here. And you would think that might be game, set, match for Ellie Williams right here. But wait a minute, no, Weiss made the mistake of trying to pick up Ellie again. And now, wait a minute, eyeing her down, no, Weiss reversing out of it. Now Weiss eyeing down Ellie now. And no, Ellie ain't allowed it for 1 second. And no, these two are continuing to go back and forth on each other. Continuously hitting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on each other. But wait a minute. No, Ellie! Ellie with a roll-up. 1, 2. RWBY! RWBY accidentally getting the referee. RWBY accidentally getting the referee. Weiss with the... And now Weiss could be in trouble here. Oh! Jesus Christ right there. And wait a minute, what the hell is Clem doing? What the hell is Clem got? And Clem assaulting. Holy shit! Clem assaulting both Weiss and the referee. Clem assaulting the referee and Weiss. And the match is going to Team RWBY by disqualification right there. But I don't think that the Determinants really care about this, given the fact that, oh Jesus, oh! Yep, suspected as much. They really do not care about that. Because as you can see right now, Ellie is making the statement clear up against RWBY, assaulting her with that chair now. And now, wait a minute, Ellie set up RWBY, and RWBY is being set up for a left behind. Set up for a left behind right there by Ellie. And just like that, statement has been made clear. They currently don't have tag team champion contenders at this point. But I get the feeling that the Determinants... Oh! I get the feeling that the Determinants are basically calling their shot right here and now. And oh, Jesus, no. Not again, not again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, my God. Right to the side of RWBY Rose's body, just like that. I don't think they're done. I do not think they're done right here and now. Nope, it doesn't look like they're done right here. It does not look like they're done. Ellie's calling for a mic. Ellie is calling for a mic right now. Right there, the Determinants calling their shot, pretty much calling out on Team RWBY to give them the shot, the Grand Slam. And I get the feeling after an assault like this, they have no choice but to say yes.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent. This is something epic, least for one of you. So what you gonna do when your enemy is standing right in front of you? Are you gonna lose or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back here on Millennium, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes a man who definitely cannot wait for the next few weeks to go by. Because in just a few weeks' time, this man, the self-proclaimed ultimate despair Nekomaru Nidai, will be facing off against the man who has basically been making his life a living hell since he returned back at Maximum Impact in Fuyo Hiko Kuzuryu. Himself and the other members of Ultimate Yakuza have more or less been causing Nidai absolute misery over the past few months. And whether you want to say that he's deserved it, or whether you want to say that the dude has basically been the victim of unwarranted harassment on the side of Ultimate Yakuza and its leader, you cannot deny that in a few weeks' time it's going to be a cathartic experience when Nekomaru Nidai finally gets his hands on Kuzuryu. But tonight, he once again has another roadblock to go through as he faces off against a notable tough guy in this division, as he faces off against a notable tough guy in the entirety of the virtual wrestling scene. It's One Half of Triple M, it's a former member of Avalanche, it's Barrett fucking Wallace. Now you gotta remember, Triple M were actually drafted late into the year to the Millennium brand. They were drafted, seemingly now that we're getting word of it, in exchange for Vamp early on this season. But the draft pick itself, on the other hand, was not made apparent until just recently, when Vamp made his shocking appearance on Prime just last week. But right here tonight, Barrett Wallace right here tonight will be facing off against the current, against the self-proclaimed ultimate despair. And you can definitely tell the look of this man's face that Nidai is ready to show the world why he is ready to take down Kuzuryu. And as you can see right here, the power and strength of Nidai right here. This is what made him a former Millennium Champion. The inaugural Millennium Champion, mind you, just last year. I mean, you gotta remember the rage. You've gotta remember the absolute carnage and the path of destruction that Nekomaru Nidai went down. You have to remember that path of destruction that Nidai went throughout 2018. Ever since he came to the Millennium brand, he's basically made this brand his own personal battleground, his own personal assault ground, and anyone who has stepped in his way has basically been knocked the hell down. You could ask men like Liquid Snake, you could ask people like Squall Leonhardt, you could ask people like Rock Howard, you could ask Gunnar Tanaka, you could ask anyone that stepped in his way in 2018, and for the most part, they all went crumbling down beneath his feet. That was how dominant he was in his run as Millennium Champion, and throughout 2018, he made the Millennium roster fear him last year. But ever since he came back, a lot of people have basically been asking, is this the same Nekomaru Nidai that caused so much havoc, that caused all of that destruction, that caused so much misery and despair? Or has this man grown soft? Has he grown weak since he was taken out by Gunnar Tanaka just late last year, around about this time last year, in the final Despair death match at last year's Grand Slam? And to that I say, while you cannot simply judge based off of that, anyone who went through a hellscape like that and survived would definitely be in the position that they would not be the same. And as we're seeing right here and now, Nidai hitting the package pile driver onto Barrett Wallace, we can definitely see that while he has most certainly come out of it alive, and wait a minute, pop-up powerbomb! Despair bomb with that pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2. Barrett Wallace kicking out just at the 2 count. But it goes back to what I was saying, ladies and gentlemen. It goes back to what I was saying when you go and look at Nidai and you see that he has managed to survive all of this and still. Hey, wait, bear hug right there by Barrett Wallace. Bear hug right there by Barrett Wallace. Nidai could very much be in trouble here. Nidai could very much be in trouble here as his chest is being absolutely crushed. And breaking out of it just barely with the breakout right there. Now, wait a minute, scoop slamming it down, and wait a minute, white noise right there by Nidai. Now Nidai going back to the well with those punches, and wait a minute, no! Sidewalk slam into the backbreaker, just like that. And these two powerhouses, wait a minute, Nidai setting him up again. Second package pile driver off the match. Hitting him head first, right down onto the mat with that package pile driver. And now, Nidai looking to set Barrett up, rebounding him, setting him up to the outside, and wait a minute, no! Barrett not allowing it, no! Hard-hitting lariat, just like that, right onto Nidai. Now, wait a minute. Movement, oh! Big boot right there. And oh, wait a minute, no, Nidai getting shoved down by Barrett. Now Barrett eyeing down at Nidai, but Nidai not allowing it. Nidai not allowing it for 1 second, no! Barrett flinging Nidai out to the outside here. This could be where the tide changes. This could be where the tide completely changes. Oh my god, never mind. Nidai's got him right back where he wants him. And oh, wailing on him on the outside, but Nidai knows for a fact that if he continues on the outside, he's not going to get the W. And right here tonight, Barrett. But both of these men continuing to brawl on the outside, but Barrett realizing the tactic right here, and now setting it right back onto the inside. Now, wait a minute, no, ducking the lariat, and now, wait a minute, hard hitting, oh! Flinging him right into the corner. The strike of Barrett Wallace, flinging Nekomaru Nidai right into that corner. Jesus H. Christ. And now, wait a minute, setting him up, putting him into place, setting him down for the avalanche slam. 1, 2, and Nidai manages to kick out even after the avalanche slam. And now continuing to rain down kicks right there onto Nidai. And wait a minute, Nidai continuing this assault, continuing it, going for a headlock now. But wait a minute, continuing with that headlock there. But wait a minute, no, Barrett not allowing that for 1 second. Oh! Nidai. Wave it, Nidai not allowing it, sending him into the corner now. But Barrett once again. Oh, wham it! Set up for the hard-hitting lariat just like that. Both men collapsing to their feet. This match taking the toll out of both men. Nidai looking to go for the free piece right there. Package pile driver for a third time in the match. And now he could be setting him up for the end right here. He could be setting him up, putting him up into place. Pop up, getting ready for a despair bomb. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, message once again made clear right there by Nekomaru Nidai. Made a perfect statement clear right here tonight. And that statement is this: it doesn't matter who comes in my way going into the Grand Slam, it doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you do, no matter who gets in my way, nobody is surviving my wake until I get to Cruiseryu. And that statement may prove to be true going into his big matchup against Fuyuhiko Cruiseryu in just a few short weeks' time. And on New Year's Day, he looks to make an impact statement going into the new year, when he looks to take out the man who's caused him misery and pain over the last few months and embarrass him on that stage. You can definitely tell that. And wait a minute! Speaking of the rat bastard of Ultimate Yakuza, here he is. Here comes that rat bastard right here and now. Nidai just simply going right at it onto Cruiseryu, completely out of it to start off after that first hard hit by the baseball bat. But as you can see right now, Cruiseryu is ready and raring to go, setting him up, putting him into place, and wait a minute! Hired hit right there onto Nidai. And once again, the rap bastard of Ultimate Yakuza making a statement clear, and oh! Jesus Christ. Once again, looking to just weaken him down leading into New Year's Day, because he knows for a fact that the weaker Nidai is, the more of a chance he will have to completely decimate and embarrass him one more time at the Grand Slam. And this absolute snake of a bastard, once again, getting a big hit out onto Nidai right here tonight. Once again, this absolute rat bastard thinks he can get away with this shit. But there's going to be nowhere to run in 2 weeks, in just 3 weeks' time, Fuyuhiko. So I hope you're ready. I hope you are damn sure to be ready for that night, because you are going to have nowhere to run and nobody to help you. And Nidai's going to get your ass. But never mind that, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting back into the action right here tonight. And as I said earlier on in the evening, we're about to see two women who are going to be facing off against each other in that gauntlet match for the Solar Star Championship. Announced earlier this week, Misaka Mikoto will defend the Solar Star Championship at the Grand Slam. Over a year removed from when it was first introduced, Misaka Mikoto will walk into the Grand Slam as champion after being a part of the initial Fatal 4-Way and will defend her belt against one of the four women in that match. It could be either Yuno Gasai, former Solar Star champion in her own right, Blake Belladonna, newcomer Patty Fleur, or it could be Pidge. Any one of those four women that makes it to the end of the gauntlet will face off against Misaka Mikoto for the belt. And we could be getting a bit of a preview of that night right here and now, as Blake Belladonna and Patty Fleur face off against each other right here in your next contest of the evening. Patty Fleur, who made her debut just last month, has already made like a big name for herself when she got a big-time win over Blake Belladonna. Over Misaka Mikoto, I should say, sorry about that. Granted, it was helped by assistance with Yukiko at that period of time, because Yukiko was about to face off against her. But still, first match on her first night, on her first match, she gets a pinfall victory over the current Solo Star champion. Management obviously looked at that, and My Valentine especially looked at that, and basically said, hey kid, you got moxie, you got spunk, I like that. How about this? You get a shot at the Solo Star title, but you're not going to be the only one. But granted, a lot of others have a stake to the claim. Obviously, Yujiro Gasai has a stake to that claim as a former Solo Star champion. And not only that, Blake Belladonna has made a big stake to the claim as well, given the fact that she obviously has been making a big name for herself as a part of Team RWBY. And Paige has come out of her shell quite a bit as a member of the Lioness division. So out of all four of those women, who will be facing off against Misaka Mikoto on that night in the Grand Slam? We'll find out in just 3 weeks' time, but as it stands, we're getting set for our next match of the evening as Blake Belladonna and Patty Fleur go at it for the word go right here tonight. Blake shoving Patty right into that corner, basically giving the collar over tie up and go for the word go, and the axe handle smash right there from Patty. And now, wait a minute, the Pirate Princess of Brave Hesperia going up, stop right here. And now, wait a minute, no! Moonsault right there from the word go, denied it just like that. And now, setting it up again, going right back into the well. Right here, Blake Belladonna. Oh! Belly to back suplex just like that, right onto Patty Fleur. And now Irish whipping Patty into the ropes now, just flipping her over just like that. And now continuing to just stomp her down. Wait a minute, super kick. No, super kick denied. Legs sweeping her down just like that. And now Blake continuing. And now both women going after each other now. And wait a minute, Blake. Tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker right there by Blake Belladonna. And now, wait a minute, Blake, no! Patty with the jawbreaker. Patty with the jawbreaker right there, and the leg sweep right there on to Blake Belladonna now. And now, wait a minute, stomping her right back down. Stomping her right back, and oh! Drop kick right there by Patty Fleur, right there onto Blake Belladonna. And now Irish whipping her right to the ropes, and now, wait a minute, throwing her down, but no, Blake getting out of it. Blake getting out of it just like that. And wait a minute, crucifix pinfall combo, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. A surprise crucifix pinfall position. And wait a minute, no, Patty getting back up. Hurricane Rana from out of nowhere, just like that. Drop kick right to the back of the head. And continue the kicks right there to Blake, right there by Patty. And I'll say this right now, this kid really does have a lot of spunk and moxie right into her. And as we're seeing right here tonight, this could definitely be the tide turning right here for Patty. No pun intended, of course, right there. But of course, Blake looking to shift the advantage right into her corner once again. And now, wait a minute. And now once again, oh, Jesus. And now, Blake. Leg sweeping her down right onto the back of the mat. And 1. Only a 1 count. Somehow only getting a 1 count right there onto Patty. Now, wait a minute. Nope. Arm drag, reversing it. Arm drag, reversing it just like that. And now, wait a minute, Irish whipping her into the ropes there. No! Knee right to the head. Now, wait a minute, Irish whipped into the ropes now. What on earth does Patty have in store? And wait a minute, setting her up into the corner. And here we go, setting it up into the corner. Here we go! Anchors away! Anchors away right there by Patty Fleur. Could she be about to go? No! Double stomp denied. And now, wait a minute, Blake. Oh, wait a minute, Blake set her up. Belladonna Buster, just like that. 1, 2. No, Patty getting out at 2 for the Belladonna Buster. Wait a minute, no. Patty catching her off the ropes just like that. And now Blake getting out of it once again just like that. And now Irish whipping Patty into the ropes. And no! Patty reversing it. And a lariat right there. And now Patty setting Blake away from the ropes. Could we be about to see her hit it? This is how she got the win against Misaka. Wait a minute, no. Not yet. Making sure that Blake is down for the count before she goes for it. And wait a minute. Oh! Wait a minute! BME! BME from out of nowhere right there by Patty Fleur. Oh! Hard-hitting wrist lock lariats right there by Blake. Reversing that BME right there into the wrist lock lariats right there onto Patty. And well, second time with the Belladonna Buster. And now that could be it. 1, 2. Second time breaking out of the Belladonna Buster. What the hell is this kid able to do? And now she's back up. That Moxie. Oh, wait a minute. Hurricane Rana catches Patty. Catches Patty just like that. And now, wait a minute, no! Patty's still breaking out of it. Patty's still breaking out of it. Going for that combination of strikes right there onto Blake. Drop kicking her down. Now dragging her away from the ropes once again. And now you can see it in her face. You can see it in her eyes. She's ready and raring to go. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tilt-a World DDT. 1, 2. No! Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count right there by Patty. But now Patty looking to go for it up the top of the rope. Could she be ready to put Blake away? Wait a minute. No! 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 Blake reversing out of it. And wait a minute. No! Hiding lariats. Lariats galore again by Blake Belladonna. And the drop kick ending the combination. Patty nearly went for risky bets. She nearly went for risky bet for the first time of the match. She went for the BME. Was completely reversed out of that. Now wait a minute. No! Wait a minute. No. Oh! Japanese arm drag right there by Blake onto Patty. And now the forearm smashes, but no, Patty reversing out of it again. And now wait a minute. Irish whipping her now. And what on earth? No! Kick right to the head denied. And now, wait a damn minute. Now, could she be ready to finally hit it? Getting up to the top of the rope. And wait a minute, she could be ready to hit it. Here we go. Risky bet incoming. No! She was finally able to get to risky bet, but the risk did not pay out. And right here, Blake could easily seize the advantage. She took a risky bet. Patty took the risky bet, and it did not pay out. But right here, catch point suplex. 1, 2. Only a 2 count right there. Only a 2 count. And now Patty sending Blake up again. But wait a minute, no. Back down one more time, and no. Hurricane Rana again. Right there. And now Blake looking to put the coup de grace to the match right here and now. Setting it up for a third time in the match. Belladonna Buster! Could third time be the charm to set Patty Fleur down? Dragging her away from the ropes to make absolutely certain of that. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. No. Do not tell me she's got a third one. Don't tell me she's going for number 4. Wait a minute, no. Both Patty and Blake aren't sure where it's going from here. Patty. And wait a minute, no, Blake with the jawbreaker from out of nowhere. Hurricane Rana sending Patty down once again. And Wait a damn minute here. Fourth time. Setting her down for a fourth time with a fourth Bella Donna Buster. 4 times. That has to be it. That has to be it. And it's it. Patty Fleur is a determined goddamn kid. Not only that, she's a determined goddamn pirate. But right here tonight, she has made a huge mark right here on the word go. And not only that, she may very well have made the statement clear going into that match that she may be new. She may be new to the Lioness division. She may be new to women's virtual wrestling. But this gal is ready for anything. And I think she may have proven that and then some up against Blake tonight. Her determination, her stubbornness, and everything in between, that's all part of the game. And if she can pull this out, Blake and Patty could be the ones to look out for in that match and then some. But right here tonight, they've still got 3 weeks to wait on for that match. And my God, is it going to be big for all 4 women involved, Misaka included. And we are back here on Millennium, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said at the top of the hour, we are getting set for the big main event of the evening. As Jax Briggs of Triple M will be coming out to face off against the Orochi Clan's leader. I mean, not the Orochi Clan's leader, the Orochi Clan's second in command in Nightmare Geese. As we're looking at right now, Barrett Wallace also accompanying Jax Briggs to the ring. We saw him earlier tonight facing off against Nekomaru Nidai. But right here tonight, he's accompanying his partner in Triple M alongside him to the ring because he knows exactly what is going to be happening with this match. He knows exactly what is going to be happening when these two go up against each other because they have a definite history with the Orochi Clan. If last year, if any of you remember the interactions as Orochi with Orochi on Prime last year, they have had their history with the Orochi Clan, and they know exactly what to expect. So they're not coming out here alone, that's for certain. And it's a good thing too, because it looks as though the Orochi Clan is definitely coming out in full force tonight. As RWBY leading them out. Orochi, the leader, the #1 contender for the Millennium Championship, and his second right-hand man, or the right-hand monster, I should say, in Nightmare Geese. The Orochi Clan, a definite force to be reckoned with in any incarnation. They remember the incarnation last year with the former Chris of the Seared Flame, now just simply known as Chris, but he's still spacing with his own personal demons on Prime still. But as you can see right here, RWBY, Orochi, Geese. These are the men that as of late have been causing hell on Millennium once more. And as you can see right now, all 3 of these men know exactly what's coming up within the next few weeks. Orochi has his eyes deadlocked on Midoriya Izuku. and his Millennium Championship. And as we saw last week, the members of the Orochi clan are definitely not afraid to make an example out of anyone, Midoriya himself included. So what is that going to be tonight for Jax Briggs? We're about to find out. This is your main event of the evening. Jax Briggs versus Geese Howard, and it's going away right now. It's going on right now. And right there, the Nightmare immediately getting pummeled right there by Jax. But as you can see, Geese definitely not wasting any time at all. Uppercut right there by Geese. And now, wait a minute, setting him down. And wait a minute. Oh! Punching him away. Going right there for the strikes in the arms right there. Wait a minute. Oh! Backside suplex taking him down. And now picking him up again. And now, wait a minute, shoulder block tackle, sending Geese down. And now, wait a minute, no, Geese playing possum as usual. And now, wait a minute, no, Jax and Geese going head on. And now both men going back and forth on each other. Remember, Jax has had experiences with members of the Orochi clan last year. He had a World Championship opportunity against Orochi, although he did come up short against him. He definitely was able to hold his own against the monster known as Orochi. And right here tonight, he is once again making it clear that he is no stranger to the ring, and he is no stranger to these demonic beasts. But as we are seeing right here and now, this, for all intents and purposes, is most certainly a big-time match between both sides. Because as we're seeing right now, Nightmare Geese is most certainly one hell of a monster to be reckoned with. He is most certainly one hell of a monster to deal with. Ever since he returned, we all thought that the Geese Howard of old had basically come back as a mindless zombie in a sense. But we were all wrong. The Nightmare has basically become, Geese has basically become the Nightmare personified. I mean, we all mentioned him as the Nightmare of Southtown. But this right here, he's the literal nightmare of the Orochi clan. You want to talk about Orochi himself being a monster? Orochi himself being an unstoppable killing machine? This right here, this man infused with the power of the Orochi? I mean, we all saw the destruction that Geese Howard was able to be capable of even before his disappearance. But ever since he came back this season after 2 years away, this right here is just further proof that the power of the Orochi and the grip that it has had on both Prime and now Millennium is monstrous. And as you can see right now, Jax trying to put the monster down, trying to put the Nightmare away with the trifecta of power bombs, setting him down for a third time. And now Rugo, wait a minute. Rugo trying to get involved, but Jax not allowing it for 1 second. Irish whip hitting the target. Sorry, not Irish whip, clothesline hitting the target. Sorry about that. Now continuing this barrage of assaults. Wait a minute, gotcha, Grant, no! Geese getting out the way. Getting out of it just like that. And wait a minute. The power and strength of the Nightmare. Setting up for the Nightmare Bomb. 1, 2. Barely kicking out of that Nightmare Bomb. Just barely kicking out of that Nightmare Bomb. And Geese continuing to barrage and assault Jax just like that. Continuing to put him away. And right now, wait a minute, no. Kicking him right to the chest just like that. Oh! Now, wait a minute. Geese. Oh, wait a minute, no. Elbow to the head. Elbow right to the head, but no, Geese foolishly took time to taunt. But even then, continuing to barrage right there onto Jax. Now eyeing him down. And now wailing on him with shots in the corners. And now, wait a minute, sidewalk slam! Hitting the target entirely. Right there onto Jax. And wait a minute, Jax reversing it again. No. Geese reversing it again. Irish whipping him onto the ropes. Now what on earth has he got in store? Wait a minute. Putting him up into place for the Muscle Buster! Muscle Buster right there. Right on to Jackson. The power and strength. I want you to look at this. A man of Geese's size and frame getting Jax up like that and setting him down just like that. That is power and strength that cannot be denied, and that is the power and strength of the Orochi. That right there is monstrous and disastrous for anyone in its wake. And wait a minute, Jax managing the power out of it. And now going for the second trifecta of power bombs. Powerbomb number 1, up. Powerbomb number 2, up. Powerbomb number 3. And going for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Only a fucking 1 count. Jesus H. Christ. And now wait. Got him up for the gotcha grab. Got him up for the gotcha grab. Slam! And that could be it for Geese. 1, 2. No! No! Only a 2 count. Barely after the 2 count even. And now going right back to the well again with that assault. And now, wait a minute. Roseline hitting the target dead on. And now going for a third trifecta. No! He was trying to go for 9 power bombs in a single match. The absolute madman. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Looking to set Jax up for that torture rack. Looking to put him up into place. But Jax grabbing the ropes like that. But I don't exactly think that that was Geese's intention at all. As we're about to see, I get the feeling he may have something a lot more disastrous in mind. Setting him up for a second time for the Nightmare Bomb. A second time with that Nightmare Bomb alongside that. Alongside 1, 2, 3. Two Nightmare Bombs. So 2 Nightmare Bombs and a Muscle Buster. And that provides the win for Geese right here tonight in this match. Provides the win tonight. And just like that, with one hell of a win, with one hell of a victory, Nightmare Geese making the statement clear, alongside for himself and the Orochi clan as a whole. This right here is definitely something that Midoriya should be worried about. Because considering everything... Hey! Speaking of Midoriya! Speaking of Midoriya, here he is. Here comes the current Millennium Champion, and he is pissed. He is still fuming for what happened last week. He's been fuming over what's been happening the last 2 weeks even. And with a Detroit smash right there. And now he's going off the ropes. Midoriya's about to fly. Oh! Getting the hits onto the Nightmare. Blindsiding the Nightmare with a Detroit smash. And now blindsiding him with that Tope Suicida. Blindsiding him from out of nowhere with all of those hits. And now, oh! Trying to go balls out right here. Trying to just get as much of a hit as he possibly can. And oh, wait a minute. He could be looking for it for a second time. Looking at it for a second time. Detroit smash. No! Orochi catches him. Orochi catches him just like that. And gives him an origin of the mind for good measure. But Midoriya still fighting back. Midoriya still trying to fight back as much as he can. The kid's got heart. The kid's got moxie. The kid's got everything that he needs. And wait a minute. No. No. Tried to go for that again. Hiding clothesline and on. Jesus Christ, I think Midoriya bit off way more than he could chew right here tonight. I get the feeling that he bit off way more than he could chew right here tonight, especially given the circumstances. After what happened last week, I get the feeling that he's just made the worst mistake that he could possibly have made. Because it's one thing to try and set yourself up ready for that, and oh Jesus Christ! Midoriya's lungs, his chest, and everything in between are getting crushed. They are getting crushed, just like that, between the arms of Orochi, just like that. And oh wait a minute, but still Midoriya trying to fight back. Midoriya still trying to fight back even after everything. And now wait a minute. Midoriya managing to hit Orochi with that though. Managing to hit Orochi with that Detroit Smash. And I mean Midoriya. And wait a minute, Midoriya getting a bit serious. Getting a bit more serious here. Wait a minute. DDT onto the apron. DDT onto that apron. DDT onto that apron. And now Orochi looking to cause hell. Looking to give him hell. Looking to give him nothing but pain. And I mean Midoriya, I mean this sincerely when I say this. You probably picked off way more than you could chew with this. And this is putting it extremely lightly given what we know about the Orochi clan. And Orochi especially given everything that's going on. And right now, this right here, Orochi is just dragging him away from the ring. He knows exactly what he's doing. Because he basically is just sending a clear-cut message right to Midoriya right here and now tonight. And this message is plain and simple. Come January 1st, you are not going to be safe. You are not going to be in a good position. You're not going to be in a good place. We are going to make absolutely certain that you do not walk out with any semblance of survival. And oh Jesus Christ, setting him up, putting him into place. And wait a minute. Origin of the... Oh my God. Origin of the mind. Onto the side of the LED light board. Midoriya has got to be in pain. Jesus H. Christ. And you thought it couldn't get any worse for Midoriya going into the Grand Slam. You thought it couldn't get worse? Orochi. Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Orochi has just made it 10 times worse.